In 1766, the British Royal Navy's HMS Dolphin dropped anchor in the uncharted waters of Tahiti and stumbled into one of the strangest threats to a warship's survival ever recorded. It wasn't storms or enemy fire that nearly took her down. It was sex, nails, and desperation. As the crew mingled with the native Tahitians, they discovered something unexpected. Iron was unbelievably valuable on the island. The islanders had no iron of their own, and its strength and usefulness fascinated them. To the sailors, it was just a hunk of metal, but to the Tahitians, it was almost magical. Then came the twist. Some Tahitian women, seeing the value of iron, began offering themselves in exchange for nails. Actual ship nails. The kind holding the HMS Dolphin together. At first, it was a few nails here and there, but temptation spread like wildfire. Iron was the ultimate currency, and for the lonely sailors far from home, the trade was too good to pass up. Before long, nails were vanishing faster than the officers could keep track. The ship's carpenters sounded the alarm. Entire sections of the vessel were beginning to loosen. The wooden hull groaned under strain, doors wouldn't stay shut, and beams were coming undone. The very bolts holding the warship together were disappearing, along with the discipline of the crew. It became a full-blown crisis. Officers had to begin searching sailors for nails. Drunken fights broke out over access to what little iron remained. One man was caught trying to rip out part of a cannon bracket just to have something to trade. Commanders tried everything, posting guards, issuing strict punishments, but even they couldn't completely control the temptation. The ship's structure had become a currency, and there was no turning back. Why were the Tahitians so obsessed with iron? Their tools were made of stone, wood, and bone. One iron nail could cut a tree, shape a canoe, or spear a fish faster and better than anything they had. To them, the British were walking treasure chests. And to the sailors, the island seemed like paradise. The climate was perfect, the people welcoming, and the rules, well, they didn't feel like rules at all. The Dolphin had arrived to map the Pacific and claim prestige. It almost ended with her sinking under the weight of temptation. Incredibly, the ship made it home. Barely. The Dolphin completed her circumnavigation, and British maps of the Pacific were never the same. But the voyage left behind more than just nautical charts. It sparked the beginning of a complicated relationship between Europe and the islands of the South Pacific. The story of the Dolphin became legendary in naval lore. Not just for what it discovered, but for how close it came to falling apart. Literally. Not to cannon fire, mutiny, or sea monsters, but to a handful of nails, and a trade no one could have predicted. It's a tale of human weakness, cross-cultural fascination, and the bizarre economics of exploration. And to this day, it remains one of the wildest cautionary tales in the history of seafaring.